Well, welcome to Hamilton County TV and the Coach McClelland Show. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach, sectional time, got the regular season finished up here Tuesday night. Not exactly the way you actually wanted it to happen, but things happen and you learn, you got to move on and learn from experiences. But let's talk about a little bit about maybe these couple games you had Monday and Tuesday, but as a season as a whole and how you had progressed. Because, there's been a lot of things that have happened as far as injuries and sickness and with the COVID and everything. So, you and I've talked many times about, this. So let's talk a little bit.
Obviously, I think when you think about Tuesday's game, the outcome was disappointing. I think, I feel bad for the seniors not being able to go out with a win. But that wasn't their fault. We didn't play particularly well, credit Miss Cinema. Their one kid played very well, and we had to battle some injuries this week. Earlier in the week, Aaron Fine didn't play Monday or Tuesday. E.J. Smith was off to such a great start on Tuesday evening, and had 9 points in the first quarter when he went out, and just blew out that ankle, the same one he hurt earlier in the year. So that was unfortunate. But I think the thing that we talked about yesterday at practice was everybody's 0-0 now, and anything you've done great this year, anything you've done good, anything you've done average, not well, or bad, really doesn't matter this time of year. Everybody thinks they've got a fighting shot, and basically come Friday night at 9:30, everybody in the state, as far north as South Bend, as far south as Evansville, is 0-0 and thinks that they've got a shot next week to win. And so I think that's what you have to focus in on. I haven't given a whole lot of reflection to the season. I don't know what being first year and not, getting hired in the middle of June. I mean, obviously to have a winning season, that's encouraging. To have a winning season in the conference, in our conference, is encouraging. I believe we finished tied for second. So, those are certainly things that you try to look at as positives. But, more importantly right now, your focus and your attention is all directed to the sectional. And, thought we had a really good practice yesterday. We've got today and tomorrow and Saturday as well as Monday to get ready for a very good, dangerous Zionsville team. We've got, obviously they're going to be a little bit different with Logan Imes playing. I think one thing that when we played back there in January, and we played very, very well, and I'm sure that they are going to try to do some things to negate that this time. And but ultimately, this is the time of year. It's an exciting time of year because people, we're getting close to March, and it's always fun with basketball, and this is what you ultimately play for.
Absolutely, because Coach, you really summed it up too. I mean, because basically in Indiana, you got two different seasons. You got the regular season where you play all those games to prepare, but the one thing, the ultimate thing in the state of Indiana is to play in that tournament.
No question. I mean, the tournament is is what you ultimately play for. I pose this all the time to the boys. Throughout their lives or high school careers, how many times do you get to play for a championship? And the reality of that is not much. And so, that in itself should be, be some motivation and things of that nature. And, so that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it exciting. That only one team's going to win, ultimately win the sectional, and there's only one team in 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A standing at the end. But the sectional is certainly, that's what you're striving for, and it just makes it fun. It makes it enjoyable, and there's a sense of good anxiety and just a neatness to be a part of something like that.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting too is, of course, being this close to Indianapolis and everything, and sectional 8's always a very, very difficult sectional. I mean, to get out of. There's a lot of teams around the state that do not have the toughest schedule as you have in sectional 8 and everything. And it's the same way with the regular season. So it brings another challenge especially for a coach in a first year like this to be able to go up against all this.
Oh yeah, I mean it's if it's not the best sectional in the state, it's certainly in the top 3.
Yeah.
I mean I'll argue that with anyone. There's probably, you look at our, there's probably 6 teams that all 6 teams in sectional 8 are very capable of winning, several sectionals around the state. But it is what it is. So there's only one that's going to come out of ours, and we hope to be that team. Obviously, we got a challenge ahead Tuesday night, but this is, it just makes it fun. It really does, and it's an exciting time. It's a fun time. It's a good anxious time. But yeah, sectional 8 speaks for itself. You look what Carmel has done for the last several years, but you just look at what Fishers has been able to put together, and Coach Weininger this year, 20-2. I mean, it's hard enough winning 1 game, but when you win 20 and I think Westfield winning the Hall of Fame Classic, I mean, good, it just doesn't stop, and so that obviously, Zionsville has been ranked as high as #1 throughout this course of the season. Hamel Southeastern, I think, can beat any team on any given night. I think we've shown, that we're capable of playing with some of the better teams, and we've had some good wins throughout the course of the season. So, all 6 teams are just so good, so well coached, and just all have good basketball players. So it provides a fun challenge.
And it's exciting that you're going to get to play it here at the Mill. Yeah,
really, that's probably going to be really neat as we get real close to starting the renovation in the gym, and there's a lot of tradition. I feel very fortunate to be able to walk in there, almost every day, or at least walk in there every day, but almost practice in there every day, just to think about some of the players and the coaches and people and the games that have transpired. And I think back to, I'll say it was 2000. It may have been 14, but it doesn't matter. But just the Noblesville Carmel game, I remember hearing about that and seeing the pictures, and just a packed house. And so obviously that adds another piece to it that just makes it an exciting time.
Well, Coach, I know you got a busy schedule here this week, as when you finish up regular season on Tuesday, and then last night you started preparing for sectional. We were talking about earlier, could be some weather moving in here tonight, so it's a difficult time, but we just have to adjust. And I appreciate you taking time out and interviewing with me today. Here at Hamilton County TV, we'll be here the entire tournament, broadcasting this tournament from start to finish. And we're always excited to broadcast for the Millers and all the county schools, to be quite.
Well, we appreciate what you guys do for high school basketball. That's certainly a big thing, and certainly appreciate all that.
Well, good luck, Coach, and I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.